today's episode of the Stacie Bell Show. We have a spoken word coming from Prince Scribe.
Yours truly.
So stay tuned, you don't want to miss out.
I've been going through some problems of a young man. So I ask y'all to comprehend my poetry as reparations to West African lands that build what stands, pulling pyramid bricks through the sands. Cause I'm flyer than a sphinx at your third eye's glance. The man invaded land, exactly why I'm light skinned. I couldn't trace my roots, even if I knew where these do. That's too deep, so let me creep through this logic of hotness. Tell me how pussy poppin', that's dropping, gon' pay for your doctrinal words. What can I accomplish to profit? So I resurrect with that 1% aim to killing that record label office. Attracting opposites, so misguided jocking them, ignorance flocking them. You gon' need silver bullets if you thinking about popping it, so pull it, I told him. Cause I got plenty of dick to put him to bed if all these hoes is leaping on him. If you ain't rolling with a full deck, suggest you fold him. I carry waves like a modem, carve the rhyme on a totem. Truth is, I never sold him. This ain't really about green. Every tight team seem to make up what we really dream. Unity the only means to making all this reality. Casually killing calories when pussy niggas battle me. Sinking savagely, pull out the pack. City on my back, I'm killing those who slack. So pressure put on my raps. They ask if I'm the one, just rest assured I am not. Lost souls, I put a map. My destination is greatness. Face it, you just hating, complacent. You just adjacent. I mowed along so no snakes fit. How I'm gonna feel the greatest. And you know it's Prince Scribe coming straight from your playlist.
Welcome to the Stacie Bell Show. I'm your host, Stacie Bell is there. To all my subscribers who already subscribed to my channel, welcome back. To anybody who's new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button right below. Yeah, you see, right below. So you can be notified whenever I post up new content and new episodes. So viewers, are you guys ready for today's episode? Yes, they're screaming, they're ready. Yes. So viewers, just sit back and relax. Today's gonna be a really dope episode. And I have my very special guest with me.
Scribe, Prince Scribe, Mr. Big Flex.
Yes, flexing over here.
Straight from 7 Keys.
Yes, 7 Keys Studio, shout out to them. So yes, I'm gonna do an interview with my boy Scribe, and then we're gonna do a little fun game segment afterwards.
A game segment?
Yes, a game segment. I love surprising my guests because they just never know what I have up my sleeves. Are you nervous?
Let's see a little bit about the game segment, not the interview.
Oh, okay, but you're not nervous. Don't be nervous. Yeah. Okay, it's gonna be cool. All right, so we're gonna get into it. Let's get into this. So my first question I have for you, Scribe. How old were you when you started rapping?
So when I started just rapping in general, I was probably 10, 11 maybe when I really started to write my raps down. But when I first started on like the scene and doing shows, I was about 18 years old.
Okay, that's dope.
18 years old, yeah.
So who are some rappers that influenced the music that you make?
Luminous Views.
Okay, shout out to Luminous Views.
Kanye West was my favorite artist growing up. Andre 3000, DMX, Kid Cudi, if you want to count him as a rapper. But honestly, I was also influenced by like Michael Jackson, Mary J. Blige, a lot of house music because my parents listened to a whole bunch. So all of those things kind of influenced me as an artist, per se.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
So my next question. So I did a little research on you, I like to do a little research on my guests. So I noticed before your name was Supreme Scribe, but now you go by Prince Scribe.
Very supreme,
so how did you come up with Supreme Scribe, then how did you come up with the name Prince Scribe? Why did you change it? Let us know the process.
Well, I think that's a perfect example of how I'm just forever changing as an artist. Like I said, Kanye West was my favorite artist, and the biggest thing I drew from him was just the evolution of an artist. Kind of, you're yourself, and then you have to kind of dig into different parts of yourself, and you got to kind of try new things in different sides of you. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, I'm Scribe, and how I got Scribe was a scribe in ancient history, someone who records history, a record keeper. So I always felt like through my music or my poetry or whatever I did, that I was just logging what I've seen, what I've been through, what my friends have seen and been through. So whatever you want to put in front of the Scribe, it is what it is.
Okay.
Supreme Scribe was the first name, Prince Scribe. So I think that'll be a thing I'll probably keep having.
So maybe you'll be King Scribe next.
Yeah, exactly. On Spotify doesn't like that, but hopefully, when I'm popping, they'll let me do that.
Exactly.
But right now, it's like a month to change it. So Prince Scribe for a little while.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I like the name Prince Scribe. So I like how you said, a scribe, they log in history and stuff. So I want to know, when you're making your music, what's the process like for you? Like, do you have a ritual where you drink tea, you sit down? Like, what's the deal? We want to know.
Well, tea for recording, yes. But for writing music, I first just used to write in my notebook, just literally handwritten stuff. Then I started to write to a beat on loop again and again and again. And then it's kind of come to a process where when I was younger, I used to work and I used to be a driver for work. So I really didn't have the means to type stuff. So I would just like say a line, and I would repeat it, and then I'd say another line, and I just keep repeating these lines until I actually just began to memorize it. And just like anything else, like a jump shot or anything, is muscle memory. So the more you write, words just start to kind of stick in your head. So now my process is more, I'll have a beat, and if I'm feeling the beat, something will just come out of me, and I'll just kind of like rap, freestyle, or even sometimes mumble just to like a cadence or a flow, and then I'll listen back to it and I'll fill in the blanks. So now I try not to write as much because I feel like when I'm in the mood and then I'm going, and then I try to sit down and write it, I just lose the whole vibe. So.
So now, do you write all your raps? Have you ever had anybody write a rap for you, or? So you... No,
I mean, I'm not on some, don't let people write your raps. I mean, do what you think. But I've never personally had someone write my raps. But I've been in the studio with like-minded artists. I've been in the studio with my friends. And somebody might say, oh, it's cool if you're in it. Or somebody just might write the hook and be like, yo, Scribe, you sound better doing it. You know?
Okay.
So that, but like in terms of just like actually writing my raps, no. And only because... my music is so personal to me. Sometimes I'm on my deep stuff, sometimes I'm being ratchet. But at the end of the day, it comes from me. These are my words, and that means a lot to me. And I never want to just make a song just to make a song. I want to make a song that I truly feel and believe in. You know what I mean? No matter how ratchet it may get.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah.
So, Prince Scribe, word on the street is saying that your song Fine China was inspired by me. You want to elaborate on that?
Sadly, that's false.
Wow!
Only because that song, was made in 2019. I just met you, but she could be the perfect model for Fine China.
Yes,
so you see how life works?
I know. See, look at that. I'm just messing around with you. You know me. I'm silly. It is Stacie Bell Show unless I add my own comments. Okay. Yes. So I like how you said, you write your own music. So I was good. You kind of led me to my next question. I was gonna say, like, with any of the music that you put out there, do they come from personal experiences? Or are you writing one of your boys' experiences? Like, the music you put out there, is it from your own personal experience?
Yes, always from my at least personal viewpoint, whether I experienced it or not. I never write from somebody else's point of view, but there's a lot of people who can't speak for themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For many reasons. Whether they don't have the platform, whether they don't have the means, whether they don't have the actual freedom to speak for themselves. So, I'm just trying to be as objective as possible and take what I see and what's going on, because there's just a lot of stuff that's going around in the world that like nobody wants to talk about, even within the own culture of hip hop. It's cool to go with the flow, ride the wave, whatever, cool. But there's a lot of things going on that nobody really wants to hear, or people are just kind of like not trying to dive into. So I wouldn't necessarily, so everything is from my viewpoint, but it's more of like a collective thought process of I've seen this, I've been through this, I've heard my friend went through this and this and that, and like, how does that make me feel?
Yeah.
So it's more about, my music has always been like, I can't tell you what to think or what to make of these things, but at least if I can get you to think about it, or to say, you know what, wow, the way he just put it like that, like, I never even realized that, wow, that's not right. And then whatever you take from that, you can go on and do that. Just trying to inspire people. I'm not trying to like lead anybody. I'm not trying to be like, oh, like I believe in what he believes in. I'm not into that. I'm into being an individual and having the freedom of expression and thought. So I want to leave everybody else with that same kind of, feeling. So
I love that. I love to see it. See it. So one of your EPs is called Sojourn in Love. Sojourn in Love. What's the meaning behind that?
So sojourn is a French word for temporary stay. So I made like a little.
I ain't no temporary stay though.
So I made like a 5-track EP, kind of like a temporary stay in love, and you could take that literal between like a man and a woman, man and man, woman and woman, whatever people believe in. Or you could take it as like a temporary stay in love, as in we kind of go through so many emotions. I'm 26, so I'm in my mid-20s, so I'm at that point where I'm old enough, but I'm not. I'm still going through so much. So just hanging around a lot of dope artists, I see how much they go through, I see how much their lives change, how much their mindsets change, the sacrifices they had to make. So although it's kind of like a romantic vibe, I released it on Valentine's Day, I had the wine cup on the cover. It's really a metaphor for like a temporary stay in love, because as an artist, I feel like never am I ever like cemented into a feeling or a mood or like a like a personality, like not literally, you know, but just I'm always moving to the next thing. I can never just be like, okay, this is who I am, that's that. I'm gonna stay that way.
Speaking of moving, I love one of your tracks called "Keep Moving."
Yeah,
when you gonna put me on one of your tracks?
That's how
I got to keep moving.
Hey,
I got to keep moving.
Hey, so Stacie Bell featuring Prince Scribe. We got me on your track.
Yes.
But yeah, that was off Evolutionary Ideals, and that's pretty self-explanatory in the title. Just like again, that same concept of just the mind and my ideals, my beliefs, just evolving. So Keep Moving was just like a cool, fun vibe, nice and chill, nice positive. When you wake up and you don't feel like going to work, or you wake up and you're going through it and you just don't feel like moving. My mom always said a body in motion stays in motion.
Yep.
And when you stop and you just soak, that's when you just pull yourself deeper in.
So this morning I woke up and did sit-ups to your song "Keep Moving." I was like, I gotta keep moving. I was like,
so when
keep moving.
Crunch 28 and you know you gotta get 50 in.
I did 100. I did 50 sit-ups, 50 crunches.
50
Hot girl
sit-ups, 50
summer.
crunches. It's a whole hot girl summer.
Yes, you already know. It could be a hot boy summer too.
Hot boys are winning though.
Hot girls are winning as well. But do you have any of your songs that you've made that are favorites to you? I have some favorites of yours. I'll let the viewers know. But what are some of your own personal favorites of your own music?
To be honest, I can't. It's like having a child. Like I can't really pick a favorite. But I would say this. Sometimes I make a tape or I make a song and I'm like, this song goes. I could swear. Yeah. I'm like, this song goes fucking hard. I don't even fucking know what it's talking about. But then they listen to the tape, and it's not that they don't like it. They just pick out a whole nother song. I'm like, are you serious?
I know.
Track 3 is way harder than track 7. Yeah, everybody only listens to track 7, but whatever, cool.
Yeah.
So sometimes I tend to gravitate towards more songs, but I guess that's just a personal me understand. Because I just feel like I'm the artist. I feel like I kind of make music that everyone would at least rock with. Even if you don't listen to rap, I think I'm the type of artist that's like, oh yeah, he's pretty dope. But
you like that Drake kind of rapper, the pretty boy.
The pretty boy, but also, but I'm very but that's the newer me. The older me was a lot more lyrical. But even in my slower music or more pretty boy music, it's when you first listen to it, it slaps you in the face. Like, oh, this is a song about love. This is a song about a one. This is romantic. But if you continue to listen, I'm that type of artist that you got to give my music 4 or 5 listens for you to be like, oh, hold on, okay, he's really saying some shit. Although at face value, it's just a cool sounding song. But he's really trying to get something across. Yeah. So I feel like when I try to do that too much, maybe sometimes, not that it goes over people's head, but I just don't think it's, I gotta just get my stuff out more and more. It needs to be played more to really be things. So I don't really have favorites, but I would say my favorites are never everybody else's favorites.
Really?
Yeah, I'll stop it there.
It's okay.
What's some of your favorites?
I like Drop.
Drop. Shout out Romy Love, my brother on the hook.
Yes.
That's a vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a whole vibe.
I like Drop. I love Fine China. Shawty, tell his kid expensive. Fine China, wine and diner.
Yeah, exactly.
I like Fine China. I like Trip Home.
Trip Home.
The beat is sick.
Yeah, that's like a trippy, no pun intended, right?
Yep. I love Keep Moving.
See, and that's usually the favorites. So it's there you go,
Yeah. But there is one you were lyrically rapping on. I forgot what it's called. Conquer. You were spitting some stuff.
And that's at the height of everything that was going on.
Yeah. So I like that stuff. I like how you're very diversified.
That's my roots, though.
Yeah.
I've always been a social rapper. I just kind of have my own twist because I'm more than I like to at least view myself. I'm an artist or an expressionist that just enjoys making music. I don't really think at heart I'm a musician. I just really enjoy making music. So I take all the other things that I have and the things that I enjoy and I just kind of put them into music,
Yeah.
So something like that, that was my roots. I really started as a poet, almost a spoken word kind of guy, and then I just kind of made my way into music.
I love it. So you make
Scribe.
do you make your own beats too? I know you're probably multiple, you're jack of all trades, right?
Yeah, but I'm more involved in after production, but the actual beat making very rarely. Autopilot. He's a co-owner.
Shout out to Autopilot.
He makes a lot of the beats. I have a couple of people I met online that I met years ago before I even had friends that could make beats for me that I still work with. And then there's a bunch of other guys M2. There's a bunch of guys like Russ People. All these guys, super dope producers in Rhode Island. I'm the Larry O's. I've worked a lot with him. He's a producer, engineer. So a lot of my friends make the beats, but I'm always heavily involved in my music, whether it's editing my vocals, speeding up a beat, slowing down a beat, tracking it out, removing instruments, whatever. But from scratch, very rarely do I ever really kind of make my own beats, you know. I'm just the guy, go in there and drop some bars and I'm out.
Alright, so my last question for you. What are some upcoming projects that viewers need to be on the lookout for with Prince Scribe?
Some upcoming projects. I'm not even gonna hold you guys because every single time I say a new project is gonna come, I go and watch that interview and I lie my ass off. Oh yeah, this is gonna drop this date, and it never drops that date, so I will never give you a date. Just know we've been working on music all summer. I have my own stuff. I have stuff with Autopilot. I have stuff with Slitty Wrist. I have stuff with Big Frank, another owner, an artist from 7 Keys. I have stuff with all these guys. So plenty of music.
Track coming up with me,
Stacie Bell, you know, the Stacie Bell Show Part 2. And just a lot of projects, photography with Luminous Views, the head photographer and co-owner of 7 Keys. A lot of projects with him, James, Jasmine, other photographers from our studio members. So just a bunch of art, just literally, just keep your eyes on it, whether it's a photo, a music video with Sammy J here, she's in the back, you guys can see it. Shout out Sammy. You know, and just a bunch of stuff like that. But music, I cannot give a date because we just been working all summer. However Otto wants to release that music, he's gonna release it, but I'll probably be more of a single wave with a lot of visuals. No more projects for now, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna just
no more projects.
Yeah, we're gonna drop moments until we can get to a point where the build up for the project is warranted, you know what I mean?
And we don't do that fine China video. I don't need the video, girl.
You're gonna hear it first.
Exactly. This is an exclusive you just got. Alright, so are you ready for the game segment now?
Not at all, but let's do it.
It's gonna be a fun game segment. Viewers, you can play along too if you want to. This game segment is called Would You Rather. So I'm just gonna ask you a few questions.
Yes, okay.
You gotta let us know.
Decisions.
Decisions, right. So first question is, would you rather be the richest rapper with the most fame or be the biggest rapper with the biggest legacy?
Oh, easy. Legacy. Money comes and money goes. Legacies is forever. You can't bury. Once you're gone, your legacy is the only thing that speaks for you. You know what I mean? So my goal was never to really make money off of music. Obviously, you want to be compensated for your work. Everybody does. This is the world we live in. You gotta survive. But at the end of the day, just what we're doing here at 7 Keys, like that's legacy. You know what I mean? And hopefully we can continue to build that with bigger spots, with more spots, and just on a bigger scale. Go, you know, countrywide to global to all of that. So easy legacy, biggest legacy.
All right. Would you rather be the best rapper in the game or the most influential rapper?
What do you mean by biggest rapper?
So best rapper, the best rapper, or the a rapper with the biggest, the most influential. So it's either the most influential rapper or you're the best rapper in the game. Like, yo, Scribe's the hottest rapper, ain't nobody touching him.
I mean, opinions change, right? Anything can happen to me. I'm thinking too deep into this. So I don't really care to be like the best because everybody has their own cup of tea. I think a lot of the people that they say are the best rappers are nowhere near the best rappers, but they are probably the most successful, and there's different levels of respect. So, I mean, I would like to be influential, but in a way that it just sparks somebody to do what they want to do. I don't want to be influential for like people to be like me. You know what I mean?
No, influential in good ways. Like
I'm crazy, yeah. But I want them to be, you know, not this like certain things are not for everybody. So I would hope that I'd be the most influential in a way that I can just inspire somebody. Kind of like Kanye. I was talking about earlier. Kanye inspired me. I don't make music like Kanye, but Kanye inspired me to just be myself and to speak up at all times.
Right.
Even Kanye being a producer turned rapper, just the stuff he used to say, like he was never the best rapper at all.
Yeah.
Like, his bars were so witty. You know what I'm saying? Or he just always like rolled the beat so perfectly, and that made him a great rapper. So influential for sure.
Okay. Would you rather have J. Cole on one of your tracks or Big Sean?
J. Cole, come on.
Yes. I like that. I would say J. Cole too.
But before J. Cole grew his dreads, we both had the hair on. Everybody used to call me Baby Cole. Not funny.
You said they say you look like Quincy too. You look like everybody.
They said I look like. This is the comparisons I've gotten in my life. Quincy, P. Diddy, son, come on.
I know.
J. Cole, when I had short hair, they used to call me T.I. When I had like fade, T.I. and Chris Brown. Somebody once said I look like XXX Tentacion.
Oh, no.
Yeah, crazy, but I've been called Nipsey Hussle when I had 2 braids. That looked like Nipsey.
No.
But yeah, so
August
people say like August Alsina, but that's the one comparison that I kind of look at and laugh at because I'm like, that's just crazy.
You know, I've been compared to a few people too. You know, Beyonce, Hillary Banks from Fresh Prince.
But I'd rather have J. Cole any day, just because I think it would be complimentary, I'd have to bring my best of bars. But we could wear 2 artists that could also just do a hook as well, like, you know what I mean, kind of vibe. But I would say I'm in the J. Cole class in terms of just like what I do in my raps or like the sounds of my raps, you know?
Okay. Alright, so my next question. Would you rather collab with Drake or Future?
If I say Future, Luminous Views might jump out the window. So I'm gonna go with Drake, because that would be the light skin anthem of the year.
Yes!
And an automatic win. Me and Drake can just breathe on the track. As long as I say like Drake's on the track, I win. So I'm gonna go with Drake. Although a song with Future would be crazy. That'd be crazy, of course. Any of these guys, Big Sean as well. You know?
Now, would you rather have someone write all your raps and you perform it, or you write other people's raps but you can't rap anymore? You can only write other people's raps.
That's a great question, because I was gonna say I would never want to not write, but I love performing so much. Is the person writing my raps good? Like, am I the same kind of artist? Or
they're good.
Like they fit my vibe?
Yeah, they fit your vibe.
Then I'll let them write so I can perform, because to never ever be able to perform again, that would be trash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
now,
I would let somebody ghostwrite.
Okay.
And then I can just go out and scream and throw stuff. That'd be fun. I wish.
Okay. Now, would you rather? This is for the females now. Would you rather collab with Rihanna or Stacie? I didn't even finish the question yet.
Rihanna.
Or Stacie?
Rihanna. What you don't know, Stacie Bell, is that Rihanna is my soon-to-be wife, and next time I'm in New York, there's gonna be some problems with it.
Oh wow! I'm dying.
I'd rather collab with Stacie because here we are right now. You know what I mean? But
wow. Okay. I didn't even finish my question.
I picked the wrong girl. You picked the wrong girl.
I should have said Stacie first, then Rihanna. Maybe you would have said Stacie first.
Me, you, and Rihanna would be on the track.
Okay.
You're not liking that too much. Sorry, Riri.
Yeah, just me. Sorry, Riri. Another time. And my last question, because I gotta save the best question for last. Now, would you rather have as your video girl Janae Aiko or Stacie, aka the Beyonce of Rhode Island?
You are trying. You're talking a big game right now. Stacie Bell, because she's already gonna be in the Fine China.
Yes, thank you.
Janae Aiko's gonna sing on it.
And that's fine.
I don't need her to be the model. She's gonna sing because she's gonna body you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She gonna do the hook.
Okay, I like her, so I approve. Okay. You have my approval, so yeah, you guys be on the lookout. So what's some social media people can find your music on? Bam, say it.
Any and every platform where you stream music at Prince Scribe. On Instagram, Scribe Worldwide. On Facebook, Prince Scribe fan page. It's that simple. Everywhere is the same name. You can find me or just search Scribe. So.
I love it. So one more. I didn't get to ask you this during our interview, but your trip home video, I like it. Did you direct that, or do you ever plan to direct like what you want going on in your video?
Everything I've ever done, I've had like the vision, and I would trust somebody behind the camera, like a Luminous Views, or in this case, it was Beatnox. Beatnox Productions filmed the video, so I always come to them with the idea, and I just kind of just trust the person, the girl or guy behind the camera, to just take it and make it their own, because they can see it way better than I ever can. Yeah. But I set the blueprint for them, so that was co-directed me and Beatnox. I just kind of told him what I wanted to do, what the song meant to me, what my vision was, and he just helped me curate it as well as add his own, touches to it.
I'm a very visual person too, so I would like to direct one of your videos, if you don't mind. I want to get into directing.
That would be dope.
Well.
And I'm much more open now at this point in just allowing people to kind of curate things for me.
Yeah, or co-direct,
it takes some of just it adds more fun to it, because then I go from just having to be like, okay, I made this song, wrote this song, blah, blah, blah. Now it's just kind of like, okay, like I'm just acting now. Now I can just act. It's my song, but I can just act. I already have a script or whatever. But that would be dope.
Okay, I love it. Will you come back on the Stacie Bell Show again?
I will always come back on the Stacie Bell
Show. Ooh, you heard it here first, Prince Scribe. So you guys, thank you guys for tuning in, and always remember to love yourself, accept yourself, and live authentically. And that's the Stacie Bell Show with your girl Stacie. Bye.
Sprouted from gray clouds, I must admit it. This image of a peaceful soul wasn't always imminent. I had to captain up the troops like Miller did. You only get one shot, that's martial law, no Eminem. And the way the pen flow let you know it's heaven sent. Open up the chamber to my soul and load them bullets in. Know the clip is infinite, that's why I'm always ripping shit. And this is not a gimmick, but a message from the other end. That's exactly why my legacy will never end. You can have the fame, I wanna teach them how to dig within. You can have the money, time spent, to me what makes sense. Stop a brother from pulling the trigger when shit get tense. And for all my women under all that deep stress, gotta love yourself cause you control the effects. Heart big as the globe, trying to keep it in that tight fence. He gotta learn your mind and your flaws before he gets sex, right? Yeah, I got to keep moving. I got to keep moving. I got to keep moving. Yeah, what it take for a lonely.
How's it going, people? It's Prince Scribe here, live from 7 Keys. Make sure you tune in, subscribe to the Stacie Bell Show. You heard it here. Flex!